And welcome back to episode 16, I think. This is the one we're on. We're still going through Silph Co, and literally I'm picking up exactly where I left off. I just healed everybody up, revived everybody, and we're trying to figure out exactly where we need to go for Silph Co. Is this the place where we go and get our Lapras? Smell a little mouse. How do you smell a little mouse, bud? Anyways, how are y'all today? I'm doing great. Literally all these videos are probably going to go up within the same day's time, so if you've already replied to this, how you doing now? That's the thing I'm trying to say. How are you doing right now? And how can you get yourself to feel even better than how you're doing right now? I mean, for me, it is, I should turn on my air conditioner so I can start slowly cooling off, because it is now 90 degrees in my room. Because rendering videos kind of heats things up in here, if you know what I mean. But how does a little round thing have a poison point? And don't answer that. Don't answer that. Give me a drink of this tea from my jug. Wasn't that one of the weird little pig things that we had to choose from the start? I know, I'll punch it, but I didn't take it. Good job, Dodrio. Good job. How do you punch, by the way? Do you just, like, swing your head around or something? Yes, battle animations are still off because there's no idea how long we're going to be in here. Because it's the moving tile puzzle, which I'm going to get heavily confused with because it's jumping all between all these puzzles until I can figure it out in my head. Because I'm not gonna resort to the internet to solve my problem, except talk to me, thank you. Because that one instance I had to consort the internet for my problem, I was actually kind of dumbfounded how simple it was. Alright, turn the other way. Alright, we gotta die here. Alright, now look at me. No, I didn't mistake you for a Silph worker. I just didn't want you to look at me while I get that item. Gent Jasmine. Okay, so for people for Silph Co, why are they holding potions? You think they would hold, like, electronics or something? I was like, yeah! Like, I'm all tech savvy. Oh, speaking of which, Golem looks cool. I think that was one of my first... Wasn't Golem, like, a rare Pokemon card? Like, rare rarity, not, like, actual rare card, but, you know, like, it was classified as a rare in the common, uncommon, rare variants. I believe it was. I'll have to go through my cards and see what it was. I think he was. I just know playing with self-destruct was really fun. And when I was looking around through all of my stuff, I actually found my official Pokemon League trainers card that they had back when Toys R Us was running little Pokemon tournaments up there. Like, all you had to do is sign up, and they would give you the official Pokemon League trainers card, where you could battle against other players in the card game. And I still have mine. I think I'll go dig it out and read it off for this episode, but I have to remember where I put it. I think it's on my dresser. But if I don't find it, well, if I don't get up and do it this episode, I'll probably do it sometime in the future episodes. But it was a rather interesting card. The sad thing is, I only got to battle a few times as a kid because they had the tournaments from like 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on a Saturday of all things. And as a young child growing up, your parents kind of don't want to take you anywhere on Saturday, especially if they're off, because they have to wake you up, and then it's like, hey, you want to go? I was like, no, I'm sleeping. I had a hard day in, like, first grade. Leave me alone. I was like, okay. Like, I only got to go battle, like, 3 or 4 times, and I was using my base starter deck, which was the Jungle starter deck, and Kangaskhan was awesome, by the way. The Jungle starter deck was literally... I remember when Pokemon started to take off, here's the thing. My mom was cleaning houses at the time, and I was there because she didn't want to hire a babysitter, so she just took me with her. And I found this kid's collection of stuff, and I was just like looking through all this stuff, and it was awesome. And the people that owned the house came home, and the kid was with them. And he's like, "Hey, you like these?" I'm like, "Yeah, these are kind of cool." So like he got me out a one of those card protector holders that hold like 9 slots, little pages. He got me out, and he took out some of his copies, put them in this thing, and gave them to me. And I was like, "These are awesome, thank you." And that weekend, my parents took me over to Toys R Us, and they were like, they talked to one of the people, and the people's like, "Well, you can get, like, the packs will give you a thing. There's a little 2-player starter set," which is what I bought. I say I bought, my parents bought this for me. They bought me the 2-player starter set. It came with the jungle starter inside of it, as well as, I think, 2 to 3 packs. It could have just been 1 pack, I don't really remember. I was 6 at the time. But got all that. It came with the little damage counters, it came with the coin. I still have all that stuff. I have the box, but the sad thing is I didn't keep the jungle starter box, because it's just like collecting old games for like the NES, Super Nintendo. There was literally, you didn't keep the box, you just thought it was packaging, so a lot of people just threw them away. Like we did with a lot of our boxes. But I ended up getting that, and I really liked it. And out of the pack that I opened, I got a foil Wigglytuff. And I still have that. That's one of my most prized cards, was because that was my first holographic rare, that foil Wigglytuff, which was in the jungle pack. Yeah, it was in one of the jungle packs. And we got the 2-player starter set, which had that starter deck and all that. Oh yeah, we haven't fought you yet. And 4 to 5 packs. And that was my... I think that was my treat for like the last 2 to 3 months, because I was a good kid, and it was like, "Here, we're gonna get you all this." And I remember it being like $60-something, which was kind of expensive for my family, because we kind of grew up poor. But they gave me that, and I thanked them for that for so long. And eventually, I took my stuff to school, because there was a whole bunch of kids there, and we were all collecting the game. Well, not collecting the game, but collecting the cards. And there was a few of us that actually liked our cards, and the rest of the kids, they kind of stuck them in their pockets and stuff, and like bent the cards, and they wanted to trade with my cards, with their bent cards. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna trade my actual good condition cards for bent cards. And there was these kids across the street that came over. It's like, "You want to trade cards?" But all of their cards, they marked their initials on their cards, so they could say, "These are my cards." I'm like, no. But over time, I started collecting the cards more and more. And when the Fossil set came out, I think it was the 3rd grade. Yeah, somewhere around then. The 3rd grade, the Fossil set came out. These kids, they brought them to school, showed off some of the cards. I'm like, "That's awesome." And as soon as school let out, like, my mom picked me up, and I was like, "Can we go to Toys R Us? Like, they just released a new set of cards, and like, I'd like to get some." And she's like, "Yeah, sure, we'll take you there." So we end up driving about a half hour out of the way, because the school was pretty far away from Toys R Us, and me asking to do this was a kind of a big thing. But she took me down there, and she had some coupons that she got from McDonald's, 20-pack of nuggets, believe it or not. It was like something for like, I think you get like $10 off for your $20 purchase at Toys R Us. So we went there, and I ended up getting 9 packs. And it was relatively cheap, because she had 2 of those things, and Toys R Us took both of those things. So I got 9 packs, and these packs were $3.29 a pack plus tax. And I remember that to the T, because that's just what I do with a whole bunch of things I actually enjoy. We haven't been in here yet. Like, I just enjoyed it so much, so... She ended up getting me all these things. I open it up. The first card I pull was a holographic Articuno, and I'm like, oh my god, this thing looks awesome. The next pack, I pull a Zapdos. I'm just like, this is amazing! The next pack, I pull an Aerodactyl, and in the next one, I get a Moltres, and I had all 3 legendary birds in my first 9 packs. And they were all foil, which... I don't know what the chances are to get a foil card, but I thought it was pretty high. Or, no, not high, pretty low, but I ended up getting all those, and I remember that specifically, that I got all those. But I didn't get anything else out of those packs that I can really remember. I just remember I pulled all of those cards. And if I could figure out this puzzle, that'd probably be easier. But I remember pulling all of those cards specifically because this leads me into the next thing that I was talking about. The kids across the street, there's also another set of kids across the street from me. And they came over, so I had a price guide for cards, and they were wondering what the cards was. So I showed them my cards, and I went in the house to go get my price guide. I didn't know that they were slowly taking my cards. I didn't know that. So I went back out with my card. Like, my dad was like, have you been, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm just getting my price guide. They want to know how much some of their cards are worth. I was like, okay, well, just be careful with your stuff. So anyways, I go out there, and they're still there looking through all my cards. And I start looking through all their cards. I'm like, hey, some of these are familiar. But they're looking through all their price guide. Oh, that's cool. And they're about to leave. And I start looking through my stuff, and I stop them because I notice a lot of my cards are gone. And I'm like, let me see. And then my dad starts hearing me get all mad and crying and stuff because, like, this is the first time something like that has ever happened to me, and I didn't know what to do. Like, a whole bunch of things were just happening inside me. Like, I was angry, I was frustrated, I was mad, and a whole bunch of stuff. Like, my dad came out there and is like, did you take his cards? And it took him a while to fess up, and he's like, let me see these things. And eventually, like, I got my cards back, but I had to prove that they were mine, and thanks to my amazing memory, I got all of my cards back. Exactly, I could have just started taking all their stuff that I wanted, but I took all of my cards back. I wanted all my legendary birds back. That was the big thing. Like, all of those, they were gone and they were in their stack of cards, and that made me really mad. All of those cards were just, those were mine. And I'm very particular when it comes to my stuff. Like, it's mine. You could have my stuff for years, and you could think I forgot about it, but if I go over to your house, and I'm just like, oh, that's mine, and I'm gonna take it back, because it's like, no, dude, that's mine. It's like, yeah, you borrowed this from me, like, forever ago, and I'm taking it back. It's like, oh, you remember. Have it back. And half the time, some of my friends don't really care, because they come over enough, they just leave their stuff over here. They're just like, I'll get it whenever. It's like, hey man, can I have my thing back? Yeah, no problem. It's over there in the pile of your stuff. Which is nice that my friends just have a pile of stuff over here. It's like, oh, this stuff is mine. Oh, this chair. I'm gonna have to fix this chair. But I remember that specifically. That they took all those things from me, and I got them back. And a little bit later into the future, when they released, what was it? The Team Rocket set. The Team Rocket set was actually kind of cool. I remember, what was the big card in that set? Yeah, the Dark Charizard. The Dark Charizard was one of the really good cards. Mainly because I like Charizard, and I ended up getting... Well, hang on, let me take it back a little bit. Back when the base set was coming out, I remember exactly when I got my first Charizard, and I was at Walmart, and they had their packs in a, it looked like a little jewelry watch case, is the setup that they had all their packs in. And spun it around, and it was like, I want that pack with a Blastoise. So I ended up getting that pack. Like, I only got one pack that week. And it was just that one, because the packs at Walmart were way expensive. This was before we had the Toys R Us. But I got that one pack out of the jewelry case, and as we're driving home, I decide to open it up instead of just opening them when I get back home, because something in me just possessed me. Like, I want to open this pack. So I open this pack, and I get to the rare, and it is a holographic Charizard, and I am literally freaking out in the back seat. It's like, because I just got a Charizard, and my parents are like, "What is wrong with you?" It's like, "I just got a Charizard!" Like, this is so amazing. It was probably one of the best moments of my childhood, believe it or not, just pulling a holographic Charizard out of a pack. It wasn't a first edition, but it was a Charizard, and it was mine. It's like, I remember this one kid, he had 3 of them, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, it's no big deal, I have a Charizard." It's like, "Oh yeah, you know what? I got a Charizard, and this is mine. And this is better than yours. This is mine." And those are my exact words to him, and he just looked at me, he's like, "It's just a Charizard." I was like, "No, you have no idea, this is my Charizard." But where are we going in here? I am getting lost on all my crazy tangents. I think we're almost there. Yeah, I think we're almost there. But I could go on for days about this, and I think you can kind of realize this. But anyways, when the Team Rocket set came out, I remember because we were in a Walmart a few towns away from us, because we were visiting family, and my mom decided, "Hey, let's go to this Walmart real quick and get a puzzle, just to remember that we've been out of town for as long." Because that was one of the things that we did. We would go and buy puzzles in random places. And seeing how this is the first store that we haven't been to that one, because that was literally, I want to say, 250 miles from where we were living at the time. We went in and decided to get a puzzle, and my mom's like, "You can go get you a pack of cards." So I walk over to where all the cards are, and I'm just like looking at them. It's like, there's a new set out. So I pick up one of the Team Rocket packs. So I get that, and whenever we're going home, I open it up, and I got a Dark Charizard out of my pack, and I'm like, this is amazing, because I remember how many packs I had to open to get my original Charizard, and that took literally forever. And I get Team Rocket's Dark Charizard in my first pack, which is great. And I started looking up the price on it, and it wasn't really as expensive as the original base set Charizard, and kind of got me wondering, is this more of a common rare? But, you know, several packs later, I've still only got the one, and I've got multiples of other rares, and I'm starting to think, like, maybe this is weird. And eventually, my mom takes me back over to this house that she cleaned back in the day. Well, she still does, but this is way back in the day. The kid had Rocket's Dark Raichu, and on that card, cards were in this, I think 82? Yeah, it was number 83 out of 82 instead of 82 out of 83, which kind of struck me as odd, and this is the first time I learned that they actually made cards outside of the actual listing, unless it was a misprint. But I really didn't look too far into it. I just knew there was a card outside of the base 82, and that's something I had to go back and look through all of my cards. I'm like, is there anything else that I might have missed when I was opening packs? And where are we going in this puzzle? I have to actually pay attention instead of rambling for a little while, but like, he had number 83 out of 82. So I kept taking a look around, trying to figure out, like, do I have any more cards like this? I go through all of my base set, I go through all of the fossil set, I go through all of that set, and then eventually, hey, I think we made it, but I think this is the wrong side. Yeah, this is the wrong. Alright, well, getting close. So let's go down a floor. So, I'm wondering how rare this card is. I look it up in the price guide, it's just like $82, and I'm just, that must be a really rare card. And it was years before I actually got one myself. Like, there was a little flash sale because my Toys R Us in my area, they kinda, as soon as they opened up, they announced they were going out of business. So they practically lived about, I wanna say, they lasted 3 years in my town before they eventually closed it down and there was no more Toys R Us. But they had a flash sale and they were getting rid of all their stuff, and that's when I bought a whole bunch of Team Rocket packs. And in those packs, I got my Dark Raichu, and I was amazed that I actually got one. Like, I was just kind of dumbfounded. It's like, I got one. Like, what do I do now since I have one? Well, what I want to figure out is this puzzle that we keep jump cutting around for. We haven't even done a jump cut in this series, but that was just one of the things of my childhood that I really remember very vividly. I remember all of that stuff. Which, I mean, this is extremely... Okay, let's start figuring this out. Because I can't keep going off tangent. Because we keep literally running circles. Alright, so let's jump cut around. Alright, so we know you go nowhere. We know this... Where does this go? This goes here, 4th floor. Alright, so let's take this one. Alright, so this goes here. Let's take this one. Alright, this goes here. Oh, we haven't fought this guy yet. If I spend too long doing this, I'm just gonna... I'll just do it live. Let's do it live if this takes too long. Alright, send out your Bellsprout. I don't fear you, Bellsprout. Oh, we're gonna beat you up. Just gonna keep spamming the beat you up. Alright, so let's see. Tell you what, we're gonna have to change beat up to something else. Alright. Well, forget that. Okay, Belly, I'll feed you. Sorry if you heard my belly. My belly just wanted to let me know I'm hungry. Alright, Billy's asleep. Let's switch Billy out, so come on out, Billy. Switch you up for Skarmory. Alright. Let's see. I think I might have to just, start this out. Okay, where are we gonna go, though? Question. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm staggering out, I'm kind of doing this live. I'm kind of looking over here, trying to figure out exactly what's going on over here. The path that we need to take. As much as I think everybody would enjoy just seeing a giant hour and 35 million minute episode of me trying to figure this out, we'll try and do it live. Puzzles are fun. I love doing puzzles, by the way. Okay. Alright, so let's try and figure out exactly what floor. We are on the 4th floor, I think. Let me just take this. Alright, and then we'll take this. Alright, so we are on 4th floor, so okay. So from the 4th floor... I can't read this map. Tell you what, we'll just figure it out. We know these are dead in the water, so we'll take this back. Alright, let's see. Where are we going? Is there any more teleport tiles? Alright. Let's go all the way to the bottom. We'll start from the bottom, work our way. Oh, we can't go there. Alright. I think the right tiles we need is on the floor with the nurse. I think that is where we need to go, but we'll start from floor 1, go up. Welcome to doing it live. Alright, okay, yeah, we haven't been all the way through here. Alright, let's pop this door open and go in. Where is it gonna take us? 6th floor, alright. Okay, so we'll go here. Alright, this is someone we can talk to? Alright, yeah. Will I forgive you? Yeah, I'll forgive you. Yeah. Garimori, as much as you love Thunderbolts, you're gonna learn how to do them. Which move should be forgotten? It's simple. I don't think we need Stomp anymore. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, I know I don't work on some Pokemon. Alright, where are we going? Alright, we're on the 3rd floor. So, from the 3rd floor, have we fought this guy? No, we have not fought this guy. Alright, we're making progress. We are making progress. Alright, so let's try and think here. Alright, let's get Billy out of here. We'll throw in Jompy. Jompy, you need some action. I've been rambling about Pokemon all day in the collectible card game. Alright. That's right, Shockwave doesn't affect Jompy. Jompy's a giant mushroom dinosaur. Kick it in the face, Jompy. Alright. Flygon. Well, I think we can kick this in the face effectively, can't we? No, we can't. Alright, Jompy. Chair. Why did you squeak at me, chair? Oh, don't tell me you're about to break on me. How great would that be if this chair just completely collapsed from under me? Because it's kind of broke into areas. I think I broke the other thing. And I'm not a very heavy person, it's just this thing, I think it's just finally falling apart. I've had this thing like a year and a half. And I've had some rather heavy friends sitting this thing too, so that could have been the thing that broke it as them, not me, because this thing has a very high weight load of 275 pounds, and I weigh nowhere near that. But hopefully, this thing doesn't break from under me and I can fix it before it does, because the mighty power of duct tape. Speaking of which, that's how I'm going to wrap one of my friend's Christmas gifts this year. I'm going to wrap it in duct tape, and then have the roll of duct tape in the center of this roll. Like, I'm going to have their gift. It's going to be small enough to fit inside of a roll of duct tape. I will have that in the center, and then I will wrap that roll of duct tape in duct tape. It is the most amazing gift they will ever have to work that hard to open. Plus, they'll have a whole bunch of duct tape. That's right, I would give up too. Alright, so let's see. We're on the 3rd floor. Okay. That guy's friendly. Wasn't... Okay, yeah, we took that one. Have we taken this one yet? Wait a minute. We haven't been here. Wait. I think we've done it. I think we made it. Who needs to do things live anyways? I'll figure it out with enough time. Hi there, Juggler Green. Piloswine. Has he kept that thing, or has that been different in all the battles? I don't really remember that much. Tell you what, let's blow through his entire team. Alright, Skarmory. Well, alright then, peck it. Peck it in the face. Oh wow, it actually survived. That might hurt us. No, it didn't hurt us that bad. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my rant on Pokemon, the card game. Because eventually, you know how things go through school, like as you grow up, things start becoming not as much cool. And I think it was around the 5th grade I stopped collecting the cards. Believe it or not, when did you catch a Blissey? You've never had a Blissey with you, and when did you catch it? It was around the 5th grade, when I kind of stopped collecting Pokemon cards. That was when I stopped collecting Pokemon cards for a little while. And for a little while, I meant for a very, very long time. This is, I think around the 5th grade, they were coming out with the Johto stuff, the Johto cards. And I had a few of those. And that's when I noticed a lot of the cards just looked like little clay figures. Like they just took little clay figures and put them in little scenes that look nice. And that's kind of when I stopped collecting. I like the cards. It's just I like the artwork. I didn't like the Thunderbolt. Uh oh. This rollout attack though. Okay, that'll help us. Alright, can I get a heal off? Alright, I got a heal off. Alright, come on, be paralyzed. Oh, that rollout's just gonna destroy everybody on our team. Jumpy, you have to do this. You're the only one I know that can do this. This Blissey is literally destroying us. You kidding me? Alright, Jumpy. Well, you kinda did it. Alright, their rollout's just starting again. Surf. Surf like you mean it. Jumpy. Wow, Jumpy. You've taken 2 of those. Maybe that Intimidate really did help that much. Alright, good. We found your weak. Alright, good. You got paralyzed. Wow. Our rival. He is getting at it. Like, he's really going hard on this battle with that rollout. I thought we were gonna have Whitney's Miltank incident on us again. That would be terrible. Alright. So it's just a Wailord. Jompy, please live, Jompy. Okay, I think Payday was good against him. Okay. Alright, Jompy. Well, you served your purpose. I don't think we're gonna be able to beat our rival this time. I think he's about to send us home crying, but at least we know the way back. It is 3rd floor, first teleporter in that room. That is exactly where we go. Alright, Hiccup. It's all you, Hiccup. I think you can not... Uh-oh. Wailord knows Hyperfang? Tell you what, we're gonna revive on the fly. Rip Nuzlocke if this is close one. Alright, didn't I get a revival herb? Hang on, let me take a look. Revival. Yeah, we got 1 revival herb, and we're gonna give it to Jompy. That'll get all of his health back. And if Hiccup can survive another move, we'll revive Skarmory. Okay. Well, that Ice Beam's gonna destroy Jompy. We're gonna have to hope Jompy goes first. Alright, Jompy. Kick it in the face. Alright, you did it, Jompy. I think we can survive still. Alright. Come on, Jompy. Alright, we got a Magnemite. It's just a Magnemite. Make it pay. Make it pay, Jompy. Alright, Jompy, we can't let you do that. Tell you what, Surf? Surf action. Jompy, how'd you get paralyzed? It's fine, just... We'll worry all about your status ailments after this. Our rival's starting to actually become a pretty good rival. Going and catching new types. But they're no match for Jompy. Alright. Well, tell you what. We're ready for the boss rocket. We're gonna leave it at that, because we're running over time, but I will see y'all in the next episode, so take care, enjoy your day, and I'll see you then.